Hi, welcome to another Ask Augustin. Today I'm going to talk about shifting. In the last episode I talked mostly about sliding, and today it's all about shifts, being comfortable shifting up and down and shifting cleanly. I think one of the most basic mistakes one can do is to press too hard with the thumb against the neck of the violin. I think I try to be relaxed enough with the thumb that it can always slide very easily on the neck of the violin. Another thing that I think can be a disadvantage is if you're used to always shifting exactly together with the thumb at the same time. Always like... always together. I usually don't move the thumb at the same time as the hand. In some shifts, I lead with the finger, shifts up sometimes. Occasionally though, I will move the thumb first. I'll already be moving the thumb up. Going down, I usually go first with the thumb. So rather than dividing together, I will move the thumb first. So the thumb gets there before the other fingers. This is helpful because the thumb is our orientation point. Based on where the thumb is, we know where the other notes need to be. So if the thumb actually gets to the destination first, then we know exactly where to stop with the other finger. It actually can feel quite natural. And a little bit of independence between the thumb and the other fingers can be very helpful. Not to think too much in terms of first position, second position, third position, but sometimes several positions can be accessible from the same thumb position. One of my favorite things to do is actually to put the thumb in second position rather than first position and play first position that way, because if I have to go to third, I can actually leave the thumb where it is. One example of that is when I'm playing a third scale. So instead of going first position, third position, first position, third position, first position, I put the thumb in second position and play the whole thing stretching up and down. So first position, second position, first, second, first, but really the thumb was in the second position all the time. So it doesn't feel like shifting to me. It's just, I move the fingers up and down, but it feels like the same position to me. It makes this passage so much easier than if I had to do that. And can be much more relaxed. There are often times when just because you go up and down with the fingers doesn't necessarily mean a full shift. You can stretch up and stretch down. So always think about where you want your thumb to be in order to be able to access these things efficiently. The last tip I have is I really can't recommend second position enough. It's such a useful and very underrated position, and in fact a lot of times in the printed fingerings in music they avoid the second position. It's a lot of stuff in first, a lot of stuff in third position and in higher positions, but the second position gets avoided. But it often is actually particularly useful because of what I just described. So I think if I had to take one position on a desert island, I'd probably take the second position. I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you at the next Ask Augustin.